Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn about sentence correction and their techniques. So, basically, to understand sentence correction and in order to find out errors in a sentence, you need to have proper background knowledge of the entire ground. All right. So, that also depends on your knowledge since grade 1, your grammar knowledge since grade 1. And so, to help you out with that, we will revise the entire grammar section in 10 simple rules. And if you follow these 10 simple rules and if you look for these 10 simple things in your sentences, you'll be easily able to identify the error in your sentence and then accordingly find the solution. So let's see what are the 10 rules. First thing is subject-verb agreement. So whenever you see a subject and a verb, the verb should come with agreement with the subject. What does that mean now? Let's take this sentence as an example. He plays cricket every Sunday. So since he is a third person singular number, the verb that we use with he has to be a singular as well. At the same time, we need to understand the tense also. See, the tense here, we are talking about every day. That means we are talking about a universal thing. A universal tense always carries a singular verb. So that's how you need to identify first that the subject of your sentence is in agreement with the verb of your sentence. Next thing. Okay, body thing one words. What does that mean? Any word that comes with sounds like somebody, everybody, anyone, someone, nothing, something are all considered as singular. That means they will all carry singular verb only. So if everyone means you might think that there are a lot of people, that means it has to be are. No, if it is everyone, it means it's a singular form. So everybody, somebody, everyone, someone, nothing, something are all considered as singular. So therefore, they all always carry singular form of verb as well. Now, the third rule. If you have in your sentence has, have, had, you always use the third form of verb with it. For example, if it is has, if it is she has, then it cannot be she has eat. It cannot be she has ate. It has to be she has eaten. That is the third form of the verb. We also call that past participle. All right. You always need to make sure that whenever there is a has, have, had in the sentence, it has to be the next verb that follows has to be in third form. That has to be V3. Next rule, rule 4. So whenever there is a passive voice, whenever the sentence is written in passive voice, it has to have, has, have, had, plus been, plus V3. So whenever you see that the sentence is written in passive, that means if the object comes first and the subject comes last, that means it is a passive voice and therefore it has to be written in participle form only. That means it has to carry has, have, or had, plus been, plus the third form of verb. Fourth rule, tense continuity. So if you see one tense in the sentence, okay, the entire sentence has to be continued in the same tense. You cannot use present tense in the beginning and past tense in the end. You cannot use past tense in the beginning and present tense in the end. Similarly, look at this sentence. She finishes her meal and she finished her meal and left the room is the correct sentence. But she finishes her meal and left the room. That means if this part of the sentence is past, this also has to be past. It cannot be present. Therefore, this is wrong and this is correct. Next rule. Rule number 6. That means place your article very properly. So whenever A is required, wherever N is required, I'm sure that you must have learned these things in school. You must have learned these things in previous verbal classes, but always look for mistakes in A, N, or the. So I hope you already know the rules, but again, if the sound, again, not the letter, if the sound of the word starts with a vowel sound, that means we have to use a N, and if the sound starts with a consonant, then we have to use a in the sentence before the subject. All right. little or few. Where do you use little and where do you use few? For example, if the noun that you are using is uncountable, we use little. For example, a little salt or a little money. But when you are using countable nouns, for example, fingers, we call a few fingers or the few fingers, not a little fingers. A little should be used only for things that are uncountable. Okay. Next, degree of adjectives. Well, you already know that whenever you are comparing something to something else, you use than, and whenever you are using a superlative, that means you use est with it. For example, good, better, best. If you are talking in a positive sentence, it is good. If it is a comparative sentence, that means you are comparing two different people. Then, for example, Ram is better than Rahul. But when you are talking about superlative degree, Ram is the best person in the room, or Ram is the smartest boy in the class. Look for that as well when you are finding out an error in a sentence. Next one, preposition. See, again, preposition is very vast and very complex, but let's look at the simple ones. All right? And simple and the most commonly used ones. For example, at. When do you use at in a sentence? When do you use at in front of a object? So, whenever you are talking about a small place, for example, you are talking about Narsimha Reddy College. So, where is Rahul? Rahul is at Narsimha Reddy College. But if you are talking about a big place, for example, we are talking about Hyderabad, then Rahul is in Hyderabad. Rahul is at Narsimha Reddy College because it is a small place, but Rahul is in Hyderabad because Hyderabad is a big place. Similarly, if you are talking about time, you say at. When is he? When are you coming? I'm coming at 6 o'clock. I'm coming at 7 o'clock. I'm coming at 1 in the morning. All right. So again, like I said, when you are talking about big places, you say in before. The preposition you use is in Delhi, in Hyderabad, in India, in USA. But when you are talking about month also, you use in. And when you are talking about year also, you use in preposition. When you are talking about day and date, you use on before them. All right. Next, conjunctions. So, use of conjunctions and joins similar ideas. For example, if you are talking about two similar kind of things. For example, Ram and Rahul are brothers. That in that case, you use a and. But when you are using contrasting, Ram is a girl, but Sita is a Ram is a man, but Sita is a woman. That's how you use contrasting words. Paired conjunctions, not only but also either Ram or Rahul is going to take you to the hospital. Neither Rahul nor Ram came to class today. Not only a chocolate, he also gave, but also a pen was given in the ritual. Okay. These are some of the practice questions. So let's see how we find out mistake in these practice questions. The team have been working on the project for 6 months, but they has not completed it yet. Here, how do we find the mistake? The team is fine. The team is a proper noun. So in front of a proper noun, we are using the article the. But the team is one unit. That means it is singular. So you cannot write have in front of unit. You have to write has. So the team has been working on the project for 6 months. But they is again a plural subject. That means we cannot use has after they. We have to use have not completed it yet. Similar thing, let's see. She don't have enough time to complete the analysis today. This is one mistake that most of you make. When I teach in class also, I see you use don't, do and don't after singular person, which is completely wrong. So when you are saying she, since she is a third person singular number, you have to use she does not have enough time to complete the analysis today. That's it, guys. Thank you. And also, before looking for mistakes in your sentences, you look for all these 10 things that we talked about. You look for a mistake in tense, you look for a mistake in preposition, you look for a mistake in article, you look for a mistake in passive voice, active voice, and all those things. And if once you revise this, your entire grammar will come back, I hope, and you'll be easily able to find out if there is any error in the sentence and therefore come up with the appropriate solution.